All right, Aquarius, this is what I got for you. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Hermit with the Page of Wands as your outcome. So when we're looking at the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords, this here is somebody that has peeped, analyzed something, and they're going in head first, but they haven't necessarily thought it all through. You're moving impulsively. And it can really fuck up your stability if you just charge into the situation, because you have the Ten of Pentacles as the hidden for you. So what's hidden, you might think, that you're going to get some game out of it. But the reason why you have this hesitation, the Page of Swords, even though you've peeped this game, oh, it could be that too. Nah, it's not that. But the point of it here is, even though you've peeped game, it could fuck up your stability. Like that Ten of Wands, yes, it represents the card of wealth and money and good luck and all that hard work being paid off. But when we have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Swords charging in the way that it is, the Knight of Swords is the influence. The Page of Swords is the situation. So in the Page of Swords is the actual situation. It's one that's being analytical, someone that is observing. Think stalker, really. Stalker is somebody that's ready, to pounce their predator, so to speak. And then you have the Knight of Swords, which is hella fast. He is the second fastest in the tarot. The Chariot is the only one that's faster than him. And he's ready to dive in and pounce here. And what's hidden is the Ten of Pentacles. So this theme, this desire, is like you're really going after whatever this is, this game. But your advice, this is why I say, I don't think it's necessarily beneficial for you, because your advice is actually the Hermit. And when you have the advice as the Hermit and the outcome as the Page of Wands, yeah, you turning one page from learning and, thought process, gaining data, into one that's activated in action. But it ain't like you went into a Knight of Wands. You're going into a Page of Wands. The influence was the Knight of Swords. So it's like you know how to do it, but it's one person that needs to have the tenacity to actually go for it all the way. Whatever this is that you're doing in the other line energy with the moon, you don't really have, you can't handle the whole situation, whatever this is that you're going for. Not that you won't in the future. Pages is saying you got more learning to do before you go forward. When you have the Hermit, understanding, be honest with yourself. Go within and understand where things fall for you. Do you see what I'm saying? You can't just dive into something. You need to really focus on yourself, your skills, what value you bring to the situation, and can you really handle all of it by yourself? Or do you more so need to learn how to wield those gifts, that creative drive that you have, that energy? Really learn how to activate it in a proper way that's beneficial for you and all those that's involved. So if this is dealing in a situation where you're messing with somebody you shouldn't be messing with, pause. Because if you think you can just knock the other person out the park and just be with this person solely, that's an illusion. That's not going on. And this is all processing in your head. So this isn't stuff that's necessarily you're doing or saying right now. Knight of Swords is an action that you're feeling influence. It's like, oh, you want to go in, you want to say it, you want to do this, and you have the right information for it. But what's putting you on pause is the Ten of Pentacles. This is what's going on in your mind. I could really fuck this good thing up if I do this. Now, if it's in the form of a career, yeah, you might be a person, a candidate that you feel you might be able to do the job and do it. I mean, great, really execute it beautifully. But right now, there's another part of the element you're missing. So you might understand how to perform the job, but you might not understand how to be an asset to all those that's involved in the job just yet. Eventually, yes, but right now, no, because the outcome is the Page of Wands. All right. My baby is still up. All right. And here you have the Moon and Temperance. You have to get your emotions aligned. You need to be honest and truthful with yourself. Okay. What can you give and what is beneficial for you on the receiving end? the outcome of everything, but you need to be honest with yourself. Get those in order. It's calling you to be calm. So settle down. Put that sword down, because we're looking at the Two of Swords. Whatever you act on could put you at a point where you have to make a hard decision. And that hard decision may not make you happy because you have the Knight of Swords. You may feel like it's a lose-lose in the end. But if you pause and think about it before you do it, the whole scale of it, it would be much more beneficial for you in the end. Yes, you'll still have that drive and that passion, but it's in the format of now learning. Okay, yeah, I want to do this. Why? Why am I feeling impulsive to do this? Where's all this energy stemming from? What will I get in the end? Really talk to yourself like that. Always come at yourself with a why and break it down. You ain't got to be too heavy in it like an 8 of Swords about it, but really be honest and truthful with yourself, okay? That is what I got for you, Aquarius. It was a pleasure reading for you. I'll see you next week.